Hi everyone, welcome to my Minecraft house tour. I literally spent more time building this than I spent on my philosophy final project. I think I spent 2 days on my project and I spent 3 days building this house. So to be honest, it wasn't supposed to take that long, but I'm actually not experienced at building at all, which is why it took so long. But okay, anyways, let me show you the house. So this is the front door. I made it blue because I like it against the pink color scheme, and also pink and blue is my favorite color combination, so I made the front door blue. And also there's these things that I randomly discovered. They're apparently shelves, which I had no idea that there are shelves in Minecraft, but apparently there are now. And also you can put stuff in the shelves by right-clicking on them, which is so cute. And I thought it would look nice for the decorations and it would look like wallpaper, so I put a lot of them around the house and also on the sides here. They look so nice. They look very whimsical. And I decorated the outside with just a lot of flowers. Also, I built this in super flat, which I think I regret a little bit. I feel like I should have built it in a regular world because, I don't know, there's something dystopian about super flat, you know? And then on the outside, I have a pet horse. His name is Bo. I don't know why I named him that, but it just came to my mind. And yeah, so I have a horse. This is the back of the house. And there are some outside structures. I don't really know what this is exactly, but it's kind of like a gate. Almost all of the builds here, I saw them on Pinterest and I just tried to copy them, so yeah, I actually don't know how to build stuff myself. And then there's this cherry tree that I planted and I used bone meal to grow it, but this beehive was actually natural. It came with the tree, which is very lucky. And I didn't even know that trees can spawn with beehives, but that was really cool. Also, I think I named one of the bees in here, and we also have a bench here. Also, I downloaded a mod that would let me sit at places. I don't remember what the control is, but was it control? Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, so I'm sitting now. Oh, it's here! He's here! Look at him! I named him Wee. And I don't even know why, but sometimes when I'm trying to name animals, the names just come to my mind and then I just name them whatever comes to mind. And I named this little bee Wee. Also, I summoned this bee instead of spawning it, and I made it so that it would never grow up to be an adult. I mean, it will eventually, but I think it's 3 years. It's probably gonna take 3 years for it to become an adult. Anyways, we have more trees here. Also, I'm realizing that I probably should have started with the inside of the house instead of the outside, but you know what? Whatever. There's this tree and there's a swing here, and I can sit on it as well. Look at this. This is very cool. I really want to try more Minecraft mods because there's a lot of cool mods out there. Anyways, I'm going to get out of this. And then there's another tree here with another swing. I actually built this one before this one, but then I wanted to plant a cherry tree here, and then I used bone meal, and then it had this arch that would just be perfect for a swing, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just have 2 swings then. And then there's just more flowers, and yeah, okay, now let's finally go into the house. And let's go in from the front door, which is right here. I have a cat here. I have a lot of cats here in this house actually. And there is just another one of this shelf. It just looks really nice as decor. And this place is kind of the study area. This is a chair and a desk. It has a lantern, barrels. I don't know what that is. I think maybe it's a light of some sort. We have a painting, bookshelves. There's a lot of nice decorations and it's very cluttered. which is what I like in a house. I mean, I'm not sure if I would like living in a cluttered house, but I just like the look of clutter. So I have a lot of clutter. And on this side is a little nook, I guess. But we have a bed here, and I have a cat. I named him Spee. I don't even know how that name came to my mind, but it just did. Oh, also I downloaded this mod that it lets you pet your cats and dogs when you press shift and when you're looking at it. Look, I'm petting him. And there's little hearts that comes out, and it's really cute. And there's this little sleeping nook. I really want a windowsill if I ever own a house. Also, one thing that I learned through building this house is that barrels and lanterns are very nice for decorations. They're just really versatile, and I feel like you can put them everywhere or anywhere and they would look nice. And once again, everything here are just stuff that I copied when I saw them online. Mostly Pinterest. I use Pinterest a lot for references, but it looks really nice. Also, I have shaders on. I'm using the Sildur's basic shaders. I don't think it makes that much of a difference, but it does make it look nicer in my opinion. Okay, anyways, let's go to the kitchen. This is my favorite part. It just looks like a kitchen. There's a sink here. I didn't put water in it because I like the look of it without the water more, so I left it empty. We have some decorations. There's carrot, soup. There's this grindstone here. I'm not sure why, but I saw it in the build online and I thought, it kind of matches the vibe of the kitchen, so I'll just put it here. We have a cake, furnace, blast furnace, smoker. There's this brewing stand. It just looks nice. Cabinets. There's a lot of barrels. And look at the stove. I actually saw this on Instagram Reels, and I was like, whoa, this looks so good. And I copied it, and it literally looks so good. And even if I open this trap door, look, it looks kind of like an oven. And it looks really modern, and it really looks like a stove. And it makes the vibe so good in the kitchen because of the smoke. And I don't know what this is, but it looks like a cabinet, so I just put it here. And there's more decorations, there's some leaves, and yeah, that's basically the kitchen. And there's this island here, which also looks cool. And then I have these copper stairs, and I can sit on it because of a mod that I downloaded. And look, I can look outside the window and I can see the bees, and they are really adorable. Anyways, this is basically the downstairs area. It's a pretty small house, but I do like small houses instead of big houses. I think I would prefer that. Just feels more cozy. And I made the floors of this place and this place kind of like a mixed pattern. I was actually going to make it only one pattern, but then I accidentally placed a different pattern, and then I was like, wait a second, that looks kind of cool. So I made it a mixed pattern. And oh, this room, this is actually the bathroom. it's a toilet, and these are kind of like shelves, I guess. We have a sink here, and we have a toilet bowl. And if you pay attention, there's actually a place that people can peep through and see you use the toilet. But when you sit on it like that, this thing closes up so nobody can see you. And then when you get off, then it opens back up. So, you know, there's no invasion of privacy here. You can just use the space comfortably. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying, but you get the point. And we actually have an emergency exit here, and it leads to the back of the house. I guess it's just a back door. And then my horse is here. Also, one time I was AFK, but I had my game on and my screen was just like that. And then suddenly I heard this door open like that, and it was open, and I was really scared. I was like, wait, Herobrine is real. And then I took back my controls and I walked over here, and this door was also open. And turns out there was a freaking villager in my toilet. like, bro. He literally came in through this door and even came in through this door. Well, not this door, but he was going to come in through this door. And I was like, bro, why are you trespassing? This is private property. What? And the village is over there. It's so far. Anyways, yeah, this is basically the whole downstairs area. I'll just give you a little 360 again. Okay, let's go upstairs. There is a door again upstairs because I like doors. And we just have another window here. The view is honestly really nice in super flat. It does look dystopian, but it does look nice. Like, look there. You can see the villagers. Okay, there's this little hole in the wall. I don't know, it has some plants in it. And there's this other study area. There's this chair that you can sit on. You can read stuff here, look outside into nothing. And I have a lot of pets up here. I have more cats. Oh, there's this cat tree that I saw on Pinterest and I was like, oh, that looks nice. And then I just copied it. So it's here now. And then there's another kind of shelf thingy. We have a plant here in a pot. More of those shelf thingies. I have some parrots just sitting outside. And a hanging plant. This random corner of bookshelves with a chest. Another lantern. And look, okay, I need to show you my pet dog. His name is Two. His name is Two. And I also summoned him instead of spawning him because then I could set it so that he would never grow up into an adult and he would stay as a puppy forever. There's something weird about that, I feel. But, you know, it's Minecraft, whatever. And then I have more cats and there's another sleeping nook with a bed. Oh, and then we have a little, what do you call this? A terrace? A balcony? I mean, I guess it's a balcony. And there's another cat here, and there's a table that I can put outside and I can sit on it again. And we have more parrots. I think this one, I named this one. I named him for no clue why. Once again, they just come to my mind and I just name them whatever comes to mind. And on the outside, there are more parrots on the roof and everywhere. I made the roof these alternate colors, like pink and white. Also, I spent so much time on this roof because I didn't search for a tutorial and I was trying to do it myself and it was a disaster, man. It took so long for me to finish it. I used one of the houses here as a reference. I think I used this house as a reference. And I had to keep flying back and forth to build it. And it was so difficult, but I did it. So, we're good. And I really like how it turned out. And that is basically the whole house. I think it looks really good for someone like me who always loses in build battle. But yeah, I really like it. The only thing is I only built this because I pretty much got addicted to building after I built some other thing. And I'm not actually gonna play in this world because it is a creative world and it's super flat. There's literally, like, what do you even do in super flat? But yeah, this downstairs area is just, I love it a lot. That's pretty much the whole house tour. Thank you for watching. Good luck with everything.